What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Junior's World of Soul. I'm so excited to be back with y'all, man. Y'all see, I was grooving to Dream Lover. I asked actually one of my favorite hits from Mariah Carey. Now, y'all know she got like 19 number ones or 18 or however it is, but that one is one of my favorites. I just remember when that song came out. That's one song that me and my mom loved by her. You know what I'm saying? Because my mom is not the biggest Mariah Carey fan. I am. So, you know, that was one of my favorite songs from her. So, before I go into what this video is going to be about, I'm going to give y'all a little sample kind of what this video is going to be about, if y'all understand what I'm saying. So, here is the next one, and it goes something like this. It's to be happy, cause the final love is mine, it will be so sweet. So I think y'all know that already. That is Be Happy by Mary J. Blige. Now, her being my favorite artist, y'all know on these videos I talk about Mary as my favorite artist. I love her to death. But that song is one of my favorite hits from her. You know what I'm saying? So this video was doing those two songs, Dream Lover by Mariah and Be Happy by Mary J. Blige. This video is going to be about Mary J. Blige and Mariah Carey. So I came up with this idea for the video actually from two different places. One was being in a Mariah's forum that I was in, and I was looking at it, and the thing that I saw, it bugged me out, and I was like, I cannot believe this. And I talk about it a lot on Twitter, so I said, you know what, instead of talking about it on Twitter, why not talk about it on one of my videos? So that was one. Another was actually from a podcast that I do with my brother Killing K, and we do a podcast talking about R&B music. So the last one we did last week was about, you know, albums and songs, and, you know, one of them has to go. And in one of them, it was like, I was like, are you kidding me? And it actually caused a little argument on the podcast, which was good. You know what I'm saying? But I'm going to put that in the more info box so y'all can check out the podcast. Really, check out the podcast. It's dope. It's funny. You're going to learn something, but you're definitely going to be entertained. So, with that, I feel like Mariah and Mary has two of the best catalogs in music when it comes to 90s. When you talk about 90s R&B and pop, you cannot not talk about Mary and Mariah. And I feel like Mary has 4 classic 90 albums, and I feel like Mariah has 6, maybe 7. And but in their catalog, it seemed like people forget about a particular album, and it's the same everywhere I go. It's like, oh my God, how can you forget about these albums? So, you know, starting with Mariah, you know, when it seems that everybody talks about Mariah's album, because Mariah in the 90s was bringing out an album every year. She was like a Rihanna when it came to, you know, albums now. It was like Mariah brought one out every year. She was on it. Every year she gave us an album. And, you know, so when everybody talk about her catalog, it seemed like everybody talk about the Mariah Carey album, the debut, of course. Then people go to the Music Box album, and then people talk about the Daydream and Butterfly. But everybody seems to forget about Emotions. And I'm like, vocally, that was Mariah's best, in my opinion. In my opinion, vocally, she destroyed that album. And I feel like, how can you not talk about the Emotions album? You know what I'm saying? I'm like, that is, in my opinion, that's my favorite Mariah Carey album, actually. So, you know, it's like, it seems like everybody goes from the Mariah Carey album to Music Box. It's like they forget about Emotions. And I'm like, vocally, she was a beast on that album. So I felt like I need to talk about her, about that album. And then when it comes to Mary J. Blige, people always talk about What's the 411. Everybody talks about My Life. Everybody talks about Share My World. But they always miss the Mary album. They always miss the Mary album. And I'm like, they go from Share My World to No More Drama. They go from basically Share My World to Let's Get It Crunk Up. I'm like, y'all missed the whole album. And it's actually one of her best, if you ask me, in my opinion. And in this video, I'm going to explain why I feel that the Emotions album is Mariah's best, and how I feel like the Mary album is one of Mary's best. And we going to play music and you're going to see why. So hopefully y'all ready to jam. Today, I don't have my red cup this time. I got my French vanilla coffee colada from Dunkin' Donuts. Maybe I can get a sponsor from them. Just kidding. No, I'm not. But, yeah, so, you know, hopefully kick back. Let's get ready to rock. Let's get ready to rock. So, as I said, y'all know Mary J. Blige is my favorite artist of all time. I grew up with her music. I love her music. You know, Mary's music has gotten me out of some things. I'm telling you, you know, it brought me and my mom closer together. That's why I love her. I love her music. I grew up with her music. So, it's just amazing. And, it just really bothers me that a lot of people bypasses the Mary album. Everybody bypasses it like it did never happen. Because it's like they put Mary in this hip-hop soul box. And it's like if she does something else, they don't understand it. Like when it came to the London sessions, it was like Mary got out of her box and did an album like, in my opinion, like a Martha Wash 1993 album mixed with, you know, Amy Winehouse and Joss Stone, kind of the bluesy, but then it gave us some house that's popular right now, and nobody understood it because Mary wasn't giving us the hip-hop beats that she normally is, and I'm like, she has to step out of her thing. So, but I'm like, if you love Mary J. Blige and you know her as a fan and you love her as a fan, the Mary album, in my opinion, is the essence of who Mary J. Blige really is. And I'm like, how can you forget about that? Mary even loves that album. You know what I'm saying? Because it was like a transition album for her, artistically and all that. So, you know, and Mary even talked about it in her song, what is it? MJB the MVP. She talked about it, and then it is, and I love when I'm love she addresses it as a fan. I love she addressed it. So yeah. It all to them. I was like, thank you, Mary. Thank you for telling it that, yo, your feelings was really hurt because that was the essence of her and they didn't understand it. And I'm like, now, I know we all love Mary for her, you know, hip-hop beats, but we need to let some artists grow. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, you know, so artistically, this was Mary's album. I feel like artistically it was amazing because it was just soul. You know what I'm saying? And that's who Mary is. As much as we love her from hip-hop, but she's a soulful artist. Her influences are Aretha Franklin, Chaka Khan, Anita Baker, Dorothy Moore, Jackie Moore. Those are her influence souls. So I'm like, how can you, if you love Mary, how can you not love this album? And you know I'm ranting on too long, but let's get into it, how I feel like Mary is one of her best albums. So here's starting it off with the first track. And the first single off the album, All I Can Say. So, let's ride to it a little bit, and then we're going to talk about it. And it goes like this. All that I can say. All that I can say. All that I can say. Do-do-do-do-do-do. So, this joint was produced and written by Lauryn Hill, and then, you know, during this time, this was kind of neo-soul, was kind of really coming into the forefront of R&B, because before then, you had, you know, D'Angelo, then Maxwell, then Erykah Badu, and then you had, you know, then you had kind of and Angie Stone, and then Mary kind of came in and was like, I want a little bit of that, and then she worked with Lauryn, adding Lauryn's album as, you know, a little bit of neo-soul, and I'm like, Mary getting her neo-soul on, and I'm like, yo, this joint rocks. So I'm like, how can you not like this song? Like, especially all that I can say. Like, it still got a little bounce to it. You still can groove a little bit. I'm like, how the heck can you not like this song? Like, it is what it is. So then Mary, you know, gives you a dab of hip-hop soul on Sexy, the joint with Jadakiss. And she gives you that I Can't Help It sample. And I'm like, yo, she gave us a little bit of what everybody feels for Mary. And she had a song, Sexy, and she put, you know, Jadakiss on it. So it goes like this. saying Mary. So I was like, yo, kind of little vibe, Jadakiss Robin on it, still a little funky a little bit. So I was like, okay, Mary, you know, good. So now the next song, Deep Inside. Now Deep Inside is actually one of my favorite MJB songs of all time because it really tells the essence of who Mary is and who we always love. Mary always talking about being hurt by somebody and nobody loving her for her and people coming around now that she got money and all this kind of stuff, and she wants people to come into her life that really love her for her. Mary's been talking about this ever since darn near after the What's the 411 remix album. So it's like, yo, and this song didn't do that well on, you know, pop radio, but you could kind of see that Mary wanted to kind of grow and get into that little mainstream appeal. But to have Elton John on it alone, I was like, come on now. You know what I'm saying? This joint is a banger, and it's just a classic. And having the person that she redid, the Betty and the Jets, having Elton John playing piano was dope. So here is Deep Inside, and I don't care, man. This joint rock. This joint rock. And they go like this. Let's rock a little bit. Cause the evil gods allow me to see I'm just Mary, yeah, yeah. Come on, Mary. Come on, man. Like, that is the essence of Mary. We haven't lost that. The My Life album, she's letting us know how she felt and, you know, all that, even though the album was dedicated kind of to KC and Mary was kind of in a downhill spiral. But she was just telling us how she felt, you know what I'm saying? And I'm like, that's one thing we love about a Mary, her emotions. And that's what we love about her. And this song, again, gives you that. So, then Deep Inside, love that joint. I can't see if you're a Mary fan and love Mary, how you don't love this song. Now, the next song, it kind of trips me out a little bit because when I look at things online and people do like top 10 Mary songs and all this kind of stuff, and then Beautiful Ones is on there. And then I'm like, well, Beautiful Ones is kind of the essence of what the Mary album is about. And I'm like, but y'all don't like the Mary album? That's a little weird to me. I'm like, come on now. Like, did you really listen to the album or you just full of crap? That's what bothers me because Beautiful Ones is kind of the essence of where the Mary album is at. Y'all see I had to take off the glasses because sometimes I got to look at people like when I'm on Twitter and I'm like, did you really listen to the album or you just don't like this song so you say the album is whack? Sometimes it's like, I need to check people for that sometimes. So, yeah. So, Beautiful Ones, I love the joint. It's so dope. And here's Beautiful Ones. You know what I'm saying? And it goes like this, man. Ooh. Yeah, the sun. Oh my God, that song is so smooth. Like, that is kind of like a wedding type of joint. Like, it's a dope vibe, man. And it's kind of like I said, the essence of who Mary is. Mary wanted a love. You want somebody that's beautiful, that's in your life, and that's what Mary always searched for. And starting from the My Life album, because the What's the 411 album is really more on the hip hop soul tip. But you know, at the end of the day, with the My Life, Mary was like, I want someone to love me, and this. It's just another, this song could have even fit on My Life if you ask me, because it's what Mary wanted. She was like, oh, I want a beautiful one. This is who I want. So that's Beautiful Ones. Okay, now the next track on the album is a cover of the Gap Band's I'm in Love. Mary sung this in her alto voice, and I think she bodied it. You know what I'm saying? I think she killed it. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people, you know, danced to this record, you know, at their wedding. It was like their first dance to their wedding. You know what I'm saying? And they rocked to it. You know what I'm saying? It's a beautiful record, and she did justice. Because one thing about Mary does you know, covers on album. It's been ever since she started. Because everybody knows she did the Sweet Thing, then she did I'm Going Down, and then she did Our Love on the Share My World. So Mary, of course, has to give you a cover, and she gives you a cover of I'm in Love. And I love her version. She did her thing on it, and it goes a little something like this. Hopefully y'all getting the vibe of the Mary album. I wish I could play a lot of more of the songs, but I can't because YouTube be acting stupid. But here we go. Let's rock a little bit. I was like, go off, Mary. I remember hearing that, and I was just like, yo, come on, Mary. I was like, you doing this darn thing on this Gap Band, you know, and I think Uncle Charlie would have been happy with this version, and I think he was. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking for Uncle Charlie like I know. But I call Charlie Wilson Uncle Charlie. He's Uncle Charlie to me. So, you know, I think she did her thing. The next track is Time. It's actually one of my favorites over the album, honestly, because this is a song where Mary kind of showed her soulful side because, like I said, Mary is a soulful artist. So, to me, you know, she showed her soulful side on this because she did with the Stevie Wonder, you know, she did a Stevie Wonder interpretation on this, and then she did an Al Green sample. So I'm like, that's epic. You can't get no more soulful than that. You know what I'm saying? So, here is Time, and I just love this part, and I think I know somebody that actually got this tattoo on their arm, I think. Is it on their arm or on their back, one of them, but this is it right here. It would be too much, and it makes me cry. I feel like leaving. I must stay wise because time isn't on our side. I love that. I love that when she won her Soul Train Award, her 2000 Soul Train Award that was given to her by Whitney Houston, they played that song when she's walking up the steps. And I'll put that in the more info box so y'all know it's real. And it's a soulful record. Like, it's a soulful record. The next song, Don't Waste My Time. Don't Waste My Time. I like Memories. That is one of the songs on Memories. I think it's cool. But I'm like, I can do with it or I can do without it. You know what I'm saying? Keeping it real with y'all. You know, I'm going to keep it real. I love Mary, but I'm going to keep it real in my feelings. You know what I'm saying? So Memories, it's okay. I can rock with it. If it wasn't there, okay. But it's there, cool. But the next song, Don't Waste My Time, like I was saying, with she did the duet with the Queen of Soul. Like, you can't, now that's just an epic collab. Like, you're doing a song with the Queen of Soul. And Mary, she let Aretha kind of have her way on that one. You know what I'm saying? So I give y'all a little sample of it. Go like this. Oh, so tired of walking away and over and over and over and over, yeah. So, yo, she let Rita have her. When she, come on, you gonna get on the track with the Queen of Soul, you gotta let her have it, man. And Mary let Rita have her way on there, you know what I'm saying? She didn't really challenge her like that. So, you know, it was an epic collabo. I thought it was a dope collabo. It was smooth. Because normally it seems like with me, when singers get together, they do like fast songs, like duet. And this was kind of a mid-tempo, so I was feeling it. I was like, all right, Aretha, you know, you and Mary did y'all thing on this one. Now, the next song, now if y'all know about KC and Mary's relationship, this song to me was the end of it. Like, it was done. You know what I'm saying? When you listen to this song, I felt like this song, in my opinion, was like a Facebook status where a girl is going in about a dude. Could you imagine if we would have had Facebook out around this time and so many of these songs, so many girls would have probably put up these lyrics because Mary went off on KC at the end. She destroyed him, yo. So I'm going to just play that part, and then I'm going to mumble it, because I love when Mary go off. Hold on. And I just go in. Goes like this, man. shit, I hear you. Like, she was going in on Casey, yo. I was just like, and Casey was going, he was trying, and Mary was like, I've had enough. And look. I know you're sorry. That's how you crush a dude on a record. Like, Mary was just letting everybody know, like, Casey, you are sorry. And, like, that's how she destroyed Casey. And actually, I kind of felt a little bad for him, because I'm like, yo, Mary, you annihilated your ex on a song. Like, I'm like, how can girls not relate to this? Like, what's wrong with y'all? You know what I'm saying? So then, Your Child, clearly, the next track, is so damn relatable. You know what I'm saying? The girls in the hood, let's be real, the girls in the hood go through this all the time. And they always say, oh, Mary is the one that sings for me. You know, she's like our battle cry and all this kind of stuff. But you don't like the Mary album. I'm still confused. It's so many of these songs that Mary is talking for the women, but a lot of women don't like the album. They feel like it's just too slow. But y'all love 7 Days, and you love, what else? You love Share My World, and you love I'm Going Down, and you love all those, but then you don't like the Mary album. I'm still confused by that. Like, I'm lost. But, like I said, the girls in the hood, and this goes, it's not even in the hood, girls can relate to this. And clearly, she said it's your child. And go ahead, Mary. Your own flesh and blood gotta face reality. That can never be any more us. I said, come on, Mary. I didn't even understand it. And I was just like, damn, yo, dude not claiming his child. And then you could tell that kind of related to Mary, because if y'all check out a performance that she did at the House of Blues, Mary goes in at the end. And she's preaching to us about how, you know, men don't take care of their kids, and then a lot of these kids be so messed up in the head because they didn't have that daddy that really wanted to claim them and love them, and Mary felt that from her own father. So it was like, yo, this song was so therapeutic for her, and I'm just like, yo, dope album. Now, we done went through darn near what? How many songs is this? I think this is 10 songs, and none of them are whack. None of them. So how can you not like the Mary album? Come on, man. But, the next song is, I talk about this song a lot. I think it's so funny. You know, one of the dudes on my college campus, he actually liked the song because I think everybody realized I love Mary J. Blige, and it was so funny that on his computer, he had, out of all the songs from Mary J. Blige you have No Happy Holidays. I was like, wow. So I was bugged out off of that. But I always say to my mom with this song, I felt like Mary had a bottle of whiskey, and she was singing near the freaking window and crying on the window pane about her man not claiming her and not coming to her, and she haven't met the family on the holidays and all this kind of stuff. I feel like it was that type of record. And a lot of girls, hey, I'm going to keep it real, the side chick girls that don't get claimed on the holidays because he be with the main chicks, this is how you feel. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, Mary always been very honest in her music. And hey, Mary might have felt like the side chick sometime because she didn't meet the family on Christmas. You were with me. New Year's Eve, you were not around. Valentine came and went. Never wondered where your time was spent. Fireworks on the 4th of July. Thanksgiving was another lie. Your family has never met me, and you never met mine. No happy holidays. Like, that's so real. Like, I don't understand the essence of what we love about Mary. I don't understand, y'all. Y'all need to really get into these songs because it's real. It's really real. And I'm like, if you love Mary for my life, you will love Mary for the Mary album. Oh, my God. Now, this song right here is my favorite song on the Mary album and in my top 3 Mary songs of all time. Now, this is big. Woo, let me take a breath. Let me tell you something, because the love I never had got me through some time, shorty. I swear to God. Because you might think somebody is in love with you, and you might think that something is there, and you realize you gotta wake up and stop living in a dream. And when Mary sung these words, I'm telling y'all, I really had to realize in my life that there's going to be some people that you think love you, but they really don't. And I felt it, and I was like, yo, Mary, and then what made it so sweeter, it was produced by one of my favorites of all time, Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis, and they produced the hell out of this song. Now, if you don't like this song, I can't fool with you. I'm sorry, I can't fool with you, because this is like a I'm going down. What else? You Gotta Believe, if you're a Mary fan. I Never Want to Live Without You. Mary's Joint. It gives you that type, because Mary is like, yo, woo, y'all, I love this song to death. Like I said, it definitely brought me out and told me to wake up. I'm telling you. So I'm just going to play the song and let y'all vibe out to it, because I love it. I wish I could play the whole song for y'all so we can all go in, but here it is. As painful as it seems, I guess I better wake up. Woo! That on the boom. Come on, man. They playing the hell out of that, man. I'm telling you, y'all. Like I said, if you don't like this song by Mary, something is wrong with you. You don't really know Mary, because this song is the essence of Mary, in my opinion. And like I said, if you don't like this song, I can't fool with you. Or if you don't know this song, go listen to it. But nah, I was trying to get, y'all see all those emotions was bottled up when I talk about that song? Crazy. But Love I Never Had, one of my favorite Mary jaunts of all time, man, because the way the song was put together, the lyrics, the music, all that just worked, and it just takes you, and it's like Mary is like sitting on the side of you and just telling you, yo, wake up. Like, you bugging, you wilding out, you putting all you're investing your time in someone, and they ain't really checking for you. So it's just like, whew, yeah, man. Y'all see I'm sweating over there. Let me take a sip on that one. Woo! Well, the next song was kind of the mainstream song. It was written by Diane Warren, and it was Give Me You. And, you know, if you got Diane Warren writing for you, you know what I'm saying? Come on now. And I actually like the song. I do like the song. I think it fits the Mary album. I think all these songs is kind of the essence of who Mary was. And that's why it's just like I don't understand how people just bypass this album, because it's really Mary, in my opinion. Now, the last song, my mom and I love to death, because I just remember as a kid, my mom used to play First Choice a lot. Dr. Love, you can kill my everything. You can make me well again. Dr. Love, Dr. Love. Like, my mom used to play that a lot as a kid when I was a kid. So, and then Let No Man Put Us Under. She plays that a lot because she's an Aquarius. And in the song, she says, no man in the world can let go this Aquarius. I love when it gets to that part, because my mom go in and she be having her little, no man in the world can let go this Aquarius. I'll be like, all right, Ma. All right, we get it. You're Aquarius. We get it. But Mary remade the song. And I was like, again, Mary will remake a song and make it her own, and I love what she did with it. She kept it disco, she kept it a little danceable, but it's a dope record, and I just love the end, because the end, again, Mary puts herself into it, and it goes like this, and I just love it, and it goes, hold on, let me get to the right part, though, so y'all can kind of...
One thing I know about me and you, and no matter what we go through, baby, I know you'll be coming back someday, because I know deep inside you feel the same way.
'Cause it's not over, no, it's not over between you and me. See, I love that she did that, man, and you know what I'm saying? It was just like, Yo, thank you, Mary. This album was dope. As a fan, I love it. I love it. It's actually my second favorite Mary album of all time after My Life. You know what I'm saying? And everybody is like, well, where was the hip-hop soul that Mary? But I'm like, y'all, she has to grow as an artist. Stop putting her into this real, this box. It's like she has to grow, and she gave us, a pure, soulful album. And that I love to death. Like, if I play the My Life album, I gotta play the Mary afterwards. And that's why I'm like, how can you not fool with this? Mary got more artistic. It was more about her. She talked about the issues she wanted to talk about. The label let her kind of be free on this album, and that's why she loved it. You know what I'm saying? For the first time, Mary showed us the scar on her face that she got when she was 7. It was and it was the transition of her becoming an artist. You know what I'm saying? It was just like, the first 2 albums, it was kind of like the blueprint and kind of like, I'm not calling it a gimmick, but What's the 411 kind of got us. Then it was like, okay, she's behind Hip Hop Beats, so can Mary really give us a good album? And so she gave us a masterpiece that we call My Life. And then with the Share My World, because she wanted to get a little bit out of that and get a little bit more contemporary R&B, she gave us the Share My World album. But she still kept it hip hop soul with Lil' Kim and Nas and all that good stuff. But then when it got to the Mary album, I was like, wow, this is, in my opinion, and I like that somebody in one of the Mary groups that I'm in called it kind of like the My Life Part 2. And she was going to call it, what's she going to call it? The Mary Jane Part 2, I think? No, wrong thing. I'm sorry. I get into my Mary brain and I try to, but no. But I feel like this was the essence of soul, because when you listen to the My Life album, it's soulful as hell. And when you listen to this one, it's just as soulful. And she gave us, with the remixes, the All I Can Say remix. And then she did the Your Child remix. And then, she gave us Sincerity. It gave us that hip-hop soul that we love Mary for. But this album is amazing. And it's just like, this album represents Mary, and she brings the pain that we try, but she tried to, so she can try to get a little bit more mainstream. She started working with a lot of mainstream writers and things like that, and got people like Elton John on the album. Elton John, Mary coming from What's the 411, from Slow Blonde Project and Yonkers, and now is working with Elton John. You had Eric Clapton working with her on the record, and it was just like, yo, this was amazing. And I was just like, it just bothers me sometimes that, when I go to a Mary concert, she don't even perform any of these songs because people don't understand this album. So I don't want people to just think about, share my world, don't you leave, and then go right on to let's get it crunk on that fun on that in this dancery. We got All I Can Say, we got Your Child, we got Deep Inside, we got Give Me You. Like, y'all, these songs are dope. So before you guys go and not think about this album, please go listen to the Mary album. Put some headphones on, get your vibe right, maybe get you a little wine on the side, and get you your headphones and just vibe out. And by the time it ends, you're going to be like, yo, I want to play this again, because you're going to be such in Mary's world, and you're going to feel it. And I really, really don't want people to forget about these albums. And the songs that I play, it's dope. It's dope. So y'all, please don't forget about the Mary album. Please, please, please. Like I said, go and listen to it and vibe out. And hopefully your favorite song on the album can be The Love I Never Had too. But, so see, wanted to talk about that. And now on to Miss Mariah Carey. Now, the Emotions album is absolutely my favorite Mariah Carey album of all time. Hands down. It's just my favorite because y'all know I love soul. And Mariah's influences are soul music, gospel, funk, R&B. She loves that. And in my opinion, I feel like the Emotions album was all that put together. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, if you love Mariah, how can you not love this album? Because it's her influences. She always talks about, when they always interview Mariah, she said, Aretha Franklin, Gladys Knight, who else she talks about? A lot of other, you know, these are her influences who she listened to on the radio and wanted to be like. And then she did an album like them, and then nobody cared about it. It was just like, how can you miss, in my opinion, her best vocally album? You know what I'm saying? So let's start with the first song that, you know, everybody loves. And it was her 5th #1, if I'm not mistaken. I love it. It's a little dance kind of joint. And it goes a little something like this. Come on. Got the feeling, emotion. See, I ain't trying because Mariah has that little higher register that I ain't even gonna try on this video. I ain't gonna make myself look crazy. Heck no. So, like I said, you know, Mariah's influences, like I said, is Gladys, Gladys, Aretha, Patty. Those are her influences, and this album is that, and you could tell where her influences lie. And this album seems like everybody feel like it's her weakest. Now, I was in this group that I got out of. I'm not out of it, but I unfollowed it because I don't have time for people that say they're R&Bs and they don't really say, they put the same people. I'm sorry, when we want to talk about R&B, I don't want to talk about Beyonce all the time. I don't want to talk about Rihanna because clearly that girl is not R&B, and I stand by that. But in my opinion, I'm like, you know, one of the guys that's kind of administrator of the group, he said one reason why the Emotions album didn't do as well, and it's kind of like everybody kind of forgets about it because her first album was still kind of in the top 10, and, you know, the 4th single, Someday, was kind of just released, and then you coming out with a new album, you know what I'm saying? So let people kind of get over the first album, and I said that kind of made a little bit sense, but I'm like, it's not, but people, when everybody talks about this album, they saying it's her weakest. I don't agree with that. I just don't think a lot of people knew it, in my opinion. I think they knew about the Emotion song, but I don't think a lot of people knew about the album, even though it sold 4 million. I mean, when selling the first album that's going to be 9 and you come to sell 4 million, I don't think that's bad, but by commercial standards, it was bad. So, but, like I said, vocally, this album is the best, in my opinion. The best. And let's start with, you know, the first track was Emotions. And the second track, you know what I'm saying? This song, let me tell you something. Y'all, if y'all know me already, I'm kind of the one that goes more on my emotions. So, hence emotions, right? But I kind of go on my emotions, and if I'm feeling something, I will feel it. And the next song, And You Don't Remember, and she goes into this high register. And let me tell y'all, it was one day I was in my feelings, and I was, you know, singing it, and one day I actually hit it. And hitting a note like Mariah, you gotta be feeling it. It was like my eyes were closed, and then I had to stop because I was like, did I just hit this note that Mariah did? I ain't no singer, but damn, that felt good. And it felt good because you was getting whatever emotion I had inside me about this song out. So here is And You Don't Remember. So here is the part right here. Let me tell you something, man. That song, Mariah, like I said, it makes you think about a situation where you was with somebody or you was talking to somebody and they forget about the things that they told you. And it's like, but you don't remember. Like, come on, man. Like, how can you not like this song? Everybody, one thing that I think the public fell in love with Mariah because she could hit this high register. And that was made us intrigued by Mariah. So it's like now she does it on every album. Mariah hits that higher register, and it's just like that song. I'm like, after the bridge, it goes into overdrive, and that is actually one of my favorite songs on the album. So I'm like, you start with Emotions, that's a banging song, then you go into And You Don't Remember, which is a banging song. So I'm like, okay, this album's gonna be dope. So the next song is the classic Can't Let You Go, the song that should have been a #1 song, but it got blocked and it only went to #2. And now she don't perform it like when she do her, I think she did her #1s tour or whatever it was. She don't perform that song because it didn't reach #1. It reached #2 on the Hot 100, and it kind of stopped her streak because Mariah was knocking out #1s, and then it got to Can't Let Go, and it didn't go #1. So, but, you know, I just remember, see, that's what I try to tell y'all. If y'all want emotions and all this, that's what I feed off of. And I just remember being in this situationship, and I was singing this song, and like I said, I had so much emotion, and I hit the note. I hit it again, and it was the last note. So it was like I was just singing the whole song and get to the end, and Mariah hits that note, and I hit it, and I said, oh, snap. And I stopped myself once again, and I love the song, and it goes like this, man. y'all see, hey, I wasn't gonna do that to myself. Now I know I ain't hitting it now. Look, when I was thinking about that, I think I hit that note maybe about 7 years ago, and I ain't gonna try it now. I ain't hurting my throat, not for a note that I know I ain't gonna hit. Negative. But yeah, it's just so dope, and I love that song. So we already 4 songs in, and all of them are dope. All of them. So then we get into Make It Happen. Now, Mariah always knew how to make a gospel song, and she knew how to make an inspirational song and make it mainstream. That's one thing I loved about Mariah. That's one thing I loved about her, and she did a lot of that on this album. Like, you know, Sent From Up Above, off the first album, it's an inspirational type of record. And then on this album, she got 2 of them. And then on the Music Box album, she did my favorite song from her, which is Anytime You Need a Friend. Like, that gospel influence. Mariah loves gospel music, and she says it, and she makes that inspirational song, but this time you were able to kind of move to it and dance from it, and I love it. And it goes a little like this. I think y'all all know it, and it's just such an inspirational song, and it goes like this. Hey, make it happen. Yo, I love that song. And then to also know that everybody knows this song by Alicia Myers. I want to thank you, Heavenly Father, for shining your light on me. They use a sample in that song. So it made it even sweeter for me to know that they did that on Make It Happen. I said, oh, snap. It was just like, that song I really like. It's inspirational. The video was dope. You know what I'm saying? She was in a church, had the kids around her, and they were all just singing the song. It's such a positive record. And that's one thing I do love about Mariah. Again, another kind of Mariah's gospel background is on this album, and it's with If It's Over. And Oprah even loved this song so much she let her perform it on her show. Like, Mariah, all her influence, soulful and gospel influences all over this album, and it's just from the beginning. And here's It's Over. Come on, man. I love it. Like the beginning, you can feel like you're in the church, and that's what it is. And that's how it starts. When a song, a very inspirational gospel song, and the choir's about to sing, they start like that. And I just love it. And then with this, Mariah, I love the end of this joint. And it goes like this. this. Sing it, Mariah. Sing it, Mariah. Y'all saw that note when she was like, whoa, she brought it in. Come on, man. Can't get no better than that. Now, we are, what, about 5 songs deep? And there has not been a whack song yet. You bugging if you think any of these songs are whack because a lot of them were singles. Emotions, Can't Let Go, Make It Happen, If It's Over. 4 out of the 5 songs was actually released. Come on. Like, how could you not love this album? Now, the next song, You're So Cold, I like the song because I love the OJs. And the beginning of this song kind of gives you the OJs Backstabbers beginning, how it begins. If y'all know Backstabbers, y'all would know this kind of gives you that vibe from the beginning. It goes like this. I love that, and then I sometimes I gotta pause and I'll be like, doom doom doom, like it gives me that vibe, and I'm like, yo. But the thing that I love about this song is so funky, and in the beginning she kind of gets you a little ready for it, and then it gets funky, and it's at this part where I love, and it goes like this, man. Let you move a little bit. You know what I'm saying? That joint is dope. It make you move a little bit. Make you want to dance a little bit. She give you that little funk in there. And that's what I enjoy about the song. Like, it's not a bad record. It's not bad at all. You're So Cold just gives me that vibe. Like, I want to move a little bit. So cold to me. So cold. So funky. So funky. Love that joint, too. Now, the next song, So Blessed, like I said, there's already been 2 songs where Mariah already gave her gospel influences on. This song, So Blessed, is another song that I feel like Mariah can make the song mainstream. And, I mean, at the end of the day, you know, she can talk about, you know, because it seems like on mainstream radio, they don't like you to say the Lord and God. And I feel like maybe that was the reason why Make It Happen didn't reach the #1 spot, because when she said, when you get on your knees at night and pray to the Lord, it seemed like, you know, radio kind of, mainstream radio kind of stray away from that, and I feel that's not right, but hey. But this song, So Blessed, she's showing her gospel roots once again. And here's So Blessed, man. It goes like this. Like, oh my God, man, it's just that smooth vibe. Mariah not doing everything, you know, she's just singing and just showing another of her gospel influence. Now, all these songs have been gospel influence, R&B, soul, all that. I haven't seen a bad song yet. Help me out, people. Now, the next song, Mariah says she was influenced by Gladys Knight, which is one of my favorite singers. It's actually my favorite singer of all time, Gladys Knight. It's something about her voice at 6 years old that nobody else could have that effect on me, and I've loved Gladys ever since then. Oh, God, if I ever had the chance to meet her, I would tell her I love her to death. But when this song comes on, it actually shows me a little bit of her influence. I know when I first heard this song, it gave me kind of the On and On vibe from the Claudine album, if you guys know, produced by Curtis Mayfield, another one of my favorites. this song kind of gives me that vibe, and it was like, okay, I can see how this girl is influenced by Gladys Knight, because To Be Around You kind of gave me the on and on. At first, I was like, did Curtis Mayfield have anything to do with this? But he didn't. But I was just like, yo, it gives me that vibe. And here is To Be Around You. Hope you guys are not bored yet. You know, I like talking about every song and, you know, trying to make y'all love these albums instead of hating on them. But it goes like this. I feel like I can hear the Pips doing that, and they killing it, man. That part, I just want to give it to you. My love, I wanna give it to you. And I can hear the Pips doing that, and I can hear Gladys just doing her little thing while the Pips is doing that. I could just imagine that, and it kind of gave me that on and on feeling that I felt when I first heard On and On by Gladys Knight and the Pips. And then now, every time I hear this song, To Be Around You, I'm like, oh, okay, I get that little vibe from that. So that was kind of the influence of Gladys that I kind of saw from Mariah Carey. But that song is dope. Now, like I did with the Mary album, I'm going to do like on this one. Till the End of Time. Like I said, my favorite song from Mariah Carey is Anytime You Need a Friend. But Till the End of Time is my favorite song on this album and my second favorite Mariah Carey song of all time. This is a power ballad. Let me tell you something. This kind of gives me the vibe of my favorite song by Celine Dion, Power of Love. It's a power ballad. Mariah is just singing. And that's one thing we love about Mariah. She just sings. And it's just like, oh my God, like I'm telling y'all, I can listen to this song all day. I remember me being at work, and I was about to leave, and I literally had this song on repeat, and I never got sick of it. That's when I know that I love a song, because you know when you're listening to a song, after a while, you're like, all right, I'm getting sick of it. This song, I can play all the time, because it takes you on a roller coaster kind of effect, and that's what I like. Like, it starts off easy, then you get there, and then Mariah takes it home. So I'm going to play 3 parts, so y'all can see that Mariah goes in on this song. And like I said on the Mary side, if you didn't fool with The Love I Never Had, if you don't fool with this song, I can't fool with you. But here is Till the End of Time. It just says she's starting you off smooth. Then she goes here. So she's starting you there, and then the end. I love Mariah, like, I'm taking you home now. Y'all done got a piece of it, I'm taking you home. Oh man, you can't feel that? Oh my God, you bugging. Oh my God, that song, like I said, if y'all do not like that song, I cannot fool with you. I cannot. It is an amazing, amazing song. Now, every time after that 3-minute point on this song, it's over. Kick into overdrive. Mariah takes it home for me, and that's why I love this song so much. Now, to end the album, I love it because Mariah was influenced by soul music. So basically with soul music, it started with blues and jazz, and she kind of gave you a jazz kind of thing at the end, and that was with The Wind. And I love her cover of the Russell Freeman's The Wind. Like, I think it was made in the 50s, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know where I heard it from, but I will always remember it. So when I heard this, when Mariah did it, I said, wow. And she did a thing on it. She did it just right. And then I just love the end. And the song is so relaxing. And it's a nice way to end an album. It's a nice, smooth way. Mariah gave us a power ballad. She gave us, gospel. She gave us kind of like heavy songs. And then we get to the wind, and she smooths it on out. And I love it. And I just love the last part. And it goes like this. If I can get to the part. Woo! Love that song, man. I love her cover of it. It's so jazzy. It's so smooth, and I enjoy it. I love it. 10 songs on this album, and none of them are bad. None of them are bad. That's why I don't understand how can people bypass this album. Now, people love MTV Unplugged. If it was not for the Emotions album, there wouldn't have been no MTV Unplugged, in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, yo, this album is so amazing. Just like I said, the Mary album. Take some headphones, y'all. Put your headphones on. Vibe out to it. You know what I'm saying? And just get into Mariah's world and get into her emotions and how she feels. Because Mariah writes her own music, so you know it's all from a personal place. And I enjoy it. I think you would enjoy it. So, I did this video because I want everybody to really stop dissing the Mary album like it's not a classic. And I want people to stop dissing the Mariah album like vocally she didn't destroy this album. Like, it is amazing. And I just want people to give these albums a chance. Like, stop pushing it. Stop saying it was weak. I think a lot of people go to more of the mainstream albums and think about the albums that wasn't mainstream that actually is their best. Because it's art. Because you could tell Mariah's first album was so technical, and it was so this, and this is what it was, and this is what they had for her, and even though she wrote all her songs, she didn't really have a lot to say. It was just like, Mariah, these are your songs, you sing them, and that's it. On the Emotions album, she got to be a little bit more free with her voice. She got to, it just was, a dope album, and that's why it's my favorite, because it's so damn soulful. And Mariah influences soul music and gospel music, and it's all over this album. So realize that it is art, you people. People gotta grow. People gotta do different things. So like I said, y'all, give the Mary album and the Emotions album another try, and just vibe out to it, and maybe you'll have a different outlook on it. So with all this, because I kept y'all for like 58 minutes, so I'm gonna go out to make it happen. And this is to my bro Sin, because he's always telling me to believe in myself, because sometimes y'all in these videos, I don't know how y'all gonna accept it, but he says, yo, it's dope, believe in yourself. And especially now that I know he's using Make It Happen for his new album that I'm gonna put in the more info box. And I talked about his album Return to Sinter. I always mess that up, but yo, I call him the Donny Hathaway hip hop. I really, really do, because you can feel the emotion. So when he told me, yo, bro, I'm using Make It Happen, I said, are you really? And he was like, yes. And he was like, yo, what I tell you all the time, to believe in yourself and don't worry about it. And you're going to have haters, but it's all good. And you can tell it's real when you come across this camera. Keep believing in yourself. And I feel like, yo, he's so dope. I love him to death. That is my brother, yo. Saying we about to take over the world with the stuff that we about to do, but I want to end this video off with something positive, and I'm going to go off to Make It Happen, and we going to jam out like this, people. Hope y'all enjoyed it. I really do, because I love these albums, and I want y'all to love them too. So, let's go out and make it happen. Come on, Mariah. If you believe in yourself enough and know what you want, you're gonna make it happen. Peace, y'all.